Okay, hi again. Another lecture about speaking skills. Today we will talk about some problems first year student face while speaking. We have 4 students, first year, Mr. Ali, Mr. Miran, Ms. Sarah, and Ms. Razan. They will talk with me about some problems they faced from the beginning of this academic year till now, and they will tell us how they solve these problems, and we will give solution to some problems if they are still. Okay, so who will be the first one to talk? Okay, Mr. Ali, yes?
Well, first of all, we talk about my experience about when I faced many problems in high school. You know, sir, anything academic is sometimes boring. Yeah. You can achieve your goal. You can step another stage in your life. If you stay inside like this subject, sometimes we need another experience, another thing.
So about speaking.
About speaking.
Yeah. Tell me about your problems in the past about speaking and how could you solve these problems?
Well, my problem before, I know that I do nothing in English.
So maybe lack of vocabulary, you mean?
Yeah.
So how could you solve this problem? How could you memorize new words?
Okay. Well, I have different method or style like that.
Yes.
I have dictionary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oxford?
Yeah, Oxford.
Oxford. Good. PowerPoint. English, Arabic.
Yeah.
Good.
I really like it.
So you mean that you depend totally on Oxford to be a friend to Oxford Dictionary?
That's in 2008. I haven't any like that right now. No, like laptop, no YouTube. Okay. No,
so you depend totally. Let me paraphrase. You depend totally on the book, on the Oxford Dictionary, PowerPoint. Okay. So another method? Do you have another method? How could you memorize? Reading only is not enough.
No, sir, I write it.
So you write. So you select some words.
No, I started from the beginning.
One by one.
Yeah, I swear.
But this is difficult.
Yeah, it's still.
No, to take one by one, maybe you will spend a month in the first letter, A, alphabet. And maybe you get confused because all of the words start with A letter. So maybe you will get confused.
10 months.
10 months.
Yeah, I swear. It took 10 months to finish this one. I know it's too hard, but it was good.
Okay, what do you think about the problem of lack of words, vocabulary? How do you have this problem before? How could you solve it? Or do you suggest a new way, a new technique to learn words?
So we don't always write it. Maybe we can listen.
You can listen.
Idea. Listening is very better than writing or than seeing.
Good. So in listening, you mean listen to music, listen to movies as you watch.
Yes.
From the translation, you will link the listening.
You can see it from the face.
From the body language, from facial expression. Good. So you watch movies or films without subtitle, without translation, and you depend on the situation, on the body language to get the idea of these words. Okay, what do you think, Sarah, about?
Same as you said, because when you watch a video, you see animation, you see people moving, it's more fun for you to learn. And just like you said, no subtitles.
Without subtitle. Okay, Milan, do you have an idea about learning new words?
Learning new words, when you learn a new word, you should know how to read it, write it, and how to listen it well.
Good, and use it in sentence.
Use it in sentence. That's the most important.
Good, so you will have a complete idea about this word. In this way, read, write, listen, and
The most important sentence.
put it in sentence to understand the exact meaning of this. Okay, so now about lack of vocabulary, there is an idea, we call it theme grouping. Theme grouping, you take a theme and you take a word surrounding this theme. For example, if we take a theme of class, for example, You can have a student, teacher, chair, whiteboard, marker, eraser, book, notebook, pen, pencil, etc. You take these words surrounding the theme of the class. In this way you are going to learn words with a kind of link, a kind of connection between them. This is also a good way of learning. Of course you have many ways to learn new vocabulary. Okay, another problem, Sarah?
Another problem would be listening.
Listening.
But I found like this problem is really easy to solve because if you have free time.
Maybe for you it's easy to solve, but for others, when you talk about others, no, it's
me
different.
Well, as you see, it's a really hard problem because there is many different like ways of speaking in different countries, and they all speak.
You
the
mean
same
different
way.
accent?
Different accents.
Yes.
But they're all English, so I get confused with that. But like
Good. But if you spend time in listening,
exactly, like I watch
okay.
a lot of videos, movies, stuff,
Good.
interviews, like
Yes.
how people speak.
yeah, here with listening, you need to make two different things. You need to listen only, and then you need to watch a video, both. Here your eyes, as you said at the beginning, will help you to understand the idea. But with listening only, it will be difficult. And you can make training for you an easy way on social network sites, Viber, Messenger, anyone, WhatsApp. You can what? You can call your friend. Phone call is completely listening because you are unable to see the body language and facial expressions. You depend totally on your ears only. Okay? This is also a good kind of listening. You are practicing speaking and listening at the same time. So at the beginning you will face the problems in completing the phone call because it's new for you. Usually you learn to read, okay, or to watch, to write, not to listen only. So if you are a new listener or you have some problems in listening, you need to listen a lot. This is number one, to native speakers. Then you need to share this problem with your colleagues. You are, both of you are learning, so each one can help the other by simple chatting every day. It's not a kind of a study. As you talk every day about simple things, any chat, normal chat, you can call your friend and you can talk but in English. So you will have a double advantages for you and for the other. Okay? This is about listening and speaking at the same time. You depend only on your ear. Yes, Razan?
Speaking to native speaker is a very active way, but there's some words are not easy to pronounce yet. There's some words that are maybe we write it but we don't read it.
Good.
So speaking to native speakers is not the only way. We should be better.
Good. But this is a very good way to speak to native speakers. Do you think you are going to develop yourself and with native speakers? Do you have this experience?
Yeah, I have experience before. You know, sir, my first experience, or my first interview about the guy from Texas, when he asked me like this, you know, sir, it's not like sometimes it's different accent. It's too hard.
Yeah.
It's too hard. Another like black people, another like from New York. It's different. It's
different.
So hard. I think
so you need to be perfect listener.
Yeah.
Not perfect speaker. You need to be perfect listener. So you will never say, pardon, what did you mean? What do you say? You need to understand. Then this is going to build your confidence in speaking when you speak. Okay? It's not only about the slang, even about the normal, the everyday language. For example, in British, if someone would like to tell you, do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cup of tea? Do you, it will be one word. Okay, cup of will be one word. Tea, of tea will be, do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cup of tea? This way, not do you want a cup of tea. Do you want a cup of tea? This way. This is normal. Okay? Why? To make it easy for themselves in speaking. There is no need to pronounce every single syllable. So, if you study this, and there are many examples on YouTube, but done by native speakers, if you know how they squeeze the sentence, it will be very easy for you to guess the meaning behind this sentence when a native speaker is saying a sentence but not in the way you say it. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much for today. Next lecture, inshallah. Okay? Thank you.